So I didn't speak to Taker that night at all. It was pretty much Jerry and I were together, and we made sure Vince and Shane, this is Vince, Shane, and Jerry and myself traveling together. And we made sure that everybody got back to the hotel okay. And then Jerry and I went to my room, and just, you're up all night. There's so many emotions going through your mind. And to us, it was just such a big deal to be involved in it at the time. And I'm like, why didn't you smart me up, man? I was a sitting duck there. And he said, I couldn't. I couldn't. And now you fast forward to the next day. And the next day, I'm waiting on Taker, because it's like, I need to get to the big man, and I need to talk to him to let him know what happened and why. He's not showing up. Finally, he gets there, and I was standing there with Jack Lanza, somebody else, and Taker came up. And you know how you can smell the alcohol in someone if they've been drinking, had a real long night the night before?
Yeah, it's a kind of, it doesn't smell like, oh, you just had a beer. It's like that sour putrid.
Yeah. And Taker reeked. And I'm like, oh boy. And so he shakes the other two's hand, and I have my hand out for him to shake. And he just looks at me and looks at my hand.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
ooh.
Ooh. Can we go talk? I don't know if we have anything to talk about. I said, I think we do. Can we go talk? And we went over, and there was like, how they have sections of the arena seating sometimes backstage in different parts of the building. So we go sit down, and I said, I'll start. I can't believe you didn't smarten me up. He looks at me and goes, what? I can't believe that you let me sit out there by myself, and you didn't smart me up to what was going on. So what the fuck are you talking about? Well, you went to Vince's office, and then you're sitting there like guarding the door and shit. You had to know. He goes, you sent me away. You sent me to Vince's office. I said, I sent you to Vince's office for the entrances. How am I supposed to know that? So neither of us knew. Now we're comparing notes, going back and forth on everything that had happened that day. And we both feel like dumb shits, but still it was pretty tense, because I don't think if he really believed that I didn't know. But the worst thing that happened was, while Taker and I are talking, Vince came over to say hello to Taker. And he came over and said, Mark, how you doing? And Mark cut him off and said, when I'm done with him, I'll come find you. And Vince walked away, and I was like, man, he doesn't deserve that. And you're the last person that really should have done that to him today. So are we good? And like, we were good. And I said, please go find him and talk to him, because he needs you right now. He needs your support. And Taker went and talked to him, and they hashed all their shit out.